Hey, what it do, baby boat? I want to do another talking video because I haven't talked in ages and I love talking a bunch of shit. I've been smurfing a lot. I've noticed a lot of like patterns that come up and just a lot of, just things that low elo people do that make them low elo. That's what make them low elo. And so the reason why I'm doing this video is to shine a light on these patterns so that you can be aware of them, okay? You can recognize them, then you can separate yourself from these patterns, and then you can adopt the patterns or the traits of high elo people so that hopefully you yourself can one day be challenger or some shit, or whatever the fuck you consider like high elo. Honestly, and before we get into this video, I'm honestly really sick of it saying these things because I say this shit and I know 80% of you don't use this. I know it. I know 80% of you watching this, you're just going to go back to the league and you're going to do the exact same shit, and that's why you see no results, you know, or if you do see results, you see very little results. First trait is not low elo people attach themselves to one game. One game happens, and whether the game is good or bad, that's dependent on, that dictates their emotional state. For example, heaps of my mates who are low elo will play one game. It's a bad game, and when that game goes bad and when they start feeding in lane, they just feel like out of shit. They feel terrible. That's one thing I've noticed. Like heaps of times where I'm just playing jungle or some shit and one lane can't just, even if they're feeding, it's okay. Just trust that I'm making plays on the other side of the map or some shit to win us the game. But no, can't do that. You have to complain, eh? You have to complain. And then when something good happens, they're like, oh my gosh, I'm getting fucking good now. Like, honestly, so many low elo people do this, it's crazy. One good thing happens, they're like, fucking, oh, they get the biggest stiffy, and they're like, okay, I'm good at the game now. One game means shit. I've said this a billion times. You placing so much outcome dependence on one game is similar to an overweight person eating one salad and then being sad because they didn't lose any weight. Or going to the gym once and being like, what the fuck, I'm still overweight. Why haven't I lost 7 kgs from this one workout? Yeah, tip number one is to just stop attaching yourself to one thing. One little thing that in the whole spectrum, of things, it means shit. It means piss all. One game. Second tip is this. Analyzing other people's play. This one is oh my gosh. I can't explain to you how funny this one is. So, when someone else on your team makes a mistake, and you say, this person, why didn't he do this? Why didn't this person do this? Oh, this person missed this skill shot. He should have hit it, blah, blah, blah. Man, fuck up, bro. Shut up. Stop trying to be this nitpicker coach where you're like, oh, you should have done this and this. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about either, genius. What gives you the right to say to this person, you should have played like this? He's doing the exact same thing to you. You're taking into effect as if though that dude's a robot and he should hit every skill shot, blah, blah, he should play perfectly. You don't fucking play perfectly, genius. So why should he? Just stop analyzing other people's play and start analyzing your own play. Do that. Have that same level of aggression, or that same level of passion, if that's what you want to call it. Have that same exact passion and do it to yourself. And I guarantee you, if you do that, which you're probably not going to, if we're being completely honest, but if you do that, you'll see some proper gains in your gameplay. And then the last one, be coachable. You have to open yourself up to other people's beliefs, and you have to open yourself up to other people's opinions and just ways of doing things. And you have to completely drop what you think of the game and all your conditioning around it and your neurotic associations, is that the right word? All these fucking brain patterns going through your waves about what you think the game is. You have to completely drop that. You have to. And the reason why I say this is because I was coaching my mate recently, and there have been multiple times where he's made a mistake and he said, no, I can't do this. And I'm like, in my head, I'm like, you fucking could have done that. You could have done that. If I was in the same position, I would have done that. You can't do that. It's just you keep telling yourself, I can't. I'm going to finish this here. I'm so happy that my style of video is quite aggressive, and it's quite, people can think that I'm a dick, and people can think that my style is, I'm just a dick and I don't care and I'm arrogant. I'm so happy that it's like that, because I've come to realize that the main reason why people don't make gains in League of Legends or in any aspect of life, in my opinion, is because they get too butthurt. They get too butthurt when they're told they're wrong, or when they're told they are when they're told something they do is wrong, or they did something bad, or they take feedback personally, and then when I approach them with this attitude of aggression, with fucking boom, you suck. It forces you to either completely reshape how you think of the game, or you just don't care and you're just like, nah, fuck, Danyon doesn't know what he's talking about. If you're one of those people who like, Danyon doesn't know what he's talking about, I honestly couldn't give two fucks, because you're going to go away and you're not going to learn anything, and I have no problem with that. That's your choice. That's a choice that you made. Go do it. I don't care. But then, if I hit you with such like hard aggression where I'm just like, you suck, you suck, you suck, and you've been doing all these things like attaching yourself to one game, blaming other people, blah, 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 then, you know, you can allow it to influence you and you're like, maybe I do suck. Don't take it personally. Today I was having a Skype call with one of my mentors, this dude who's teaching me all this internet business shit. And I brought these ideas, I brought these logos that I thought were cool. I thought they were like fucking mean as. And he pretty much went on the Skype call and he told me 99% of them were shit. Not in those words, like they're shit. He's like, nah, that's not good, that's not good. I picked these personally. Nah, that's not good, that's not good. It hurt a little bit, but then I'm like, you have to see the bigger picture. That person knows what he's talking about. His name's Ian. Ian knows what he's talking about. He's rich as fuck. I'm not going to say the specific number, but it's fucking stacks of money. He's set up businesses in the past, successful businesses. He's got one running right now. Just surrender. Surrender to his principles. Just be coachable. Just put down your wall. Okay, stop thinking that you know everything. Stop thinking that you're so good at the game that you have the ability to analyze other people's play and say what they should and shouldn't do. And just humble yourself. And then now someone's going to watch us and be like, Danyon, you're not humble. Obviously, I must be humble at some point to get Challenger. You have to be humble. I was taught by a Challenger dude. I had to surrender completely what I knew, and I had to let go of what I knew, and then call that quote unquote shit. Oh, it wasn't shit. It was good enough to get me to Diamond, but it wasn't good enough to take me to Challenger. So I had to let go of those principles, and I had to accept his ones. So be coachable, okay? Open yourself up to change. Don't attach yourself to one game, and stop thinking that you have the stick or you have the fucking judges. What's that? The fucking dang. Stop thinking that you have that to other people, because you don't. Because if you're on the same low elo as them, if you're the same elo, and you call them shit, that means you're shit yourself, because you're in the fucking same game with them, with the same MMR, blah, blah, blah. Have a good day. I love you. Stay beautiful. Shut up, dogs.